Hello world, it's Bird of Prey 5, Qapla. Welcome to Thursday edition of Space Engineers. Yes, we finished Besiege last week. So there are still possibilities for future Besiege episodes. There are apparently third-party levels you can download and lots of different challenges. Also the little quests in the game. But I figured, you know what, I haven't been on Space Engineers yet today, except for, I think, a short minute or few in the morning. Let's play some Space Engineers. It seems to be pretty popular with this crowd. So, what'd you say?
Live chat.
Yes, everybody should remember to switch over to live chat. Of course, I've yet to, what's this? The Simpsons attack Trump? From No Bullshit? Well, I'll have to watch that later. But as I go to my channel, thank you so much, Thomas Potts, for your super chat. I have to. Oh, and John Araki had a $1 super chat too. Thank you, both of you guys. I'm about to get to my chat, so I'll be able to see it. Here we go. Okay. Thomas Potts was first at 3:22, which is right when I went online. Hello, Thomas. John Araki says Qapla. J-Boss says, what's up, people? Shrownmore says, greetings, Bird of Prey 5, Mamo Prey 5, and fellow nerds. Richie Poole is in the house, says hello. Epic Beard says, welcome to my life. Bird of Prey. Life with Matthew says, hey Joe, how's it going? Going pretty good, Life with Matthew. Josh Street, Thunder Life. Thunder Life? No thunder right now. Caroga sucks. People are taking advantage of the fact that the chat is on YouTube. And they're putting stuff in the game chat. Death to Caroga. Yes, Thomas. Death to Caroga. We know. John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. I don't know what you might have gotten as the video, unfortunately. I didn't have it up. I didn't have the video up. Shroudmore says, and greetings, of course, to Sassy, chaser of cats. Yes, that's you, baby. Eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Then Thomas Potts put in a $1.99 super chat. $1 million Space Engineers bucks for the rest of Bird of Prey. He didn't say bucks, but I'm putting that in for people who don't understand what that means. We just got an economy, I don't know if it's a mod or a new feature, added to the game. So now we can trade goods and we can put out hits on people. Or arrests. So, yeah, so he's putting out a $1 million in Space Engineers dollar for the arrest of me. However, I'd be careful before anybody attempts to collect. I don't think Turdistan has $1 million. Call me skeptical, but you know what? Show me the money. Show me the money. Hell, for $1 million, I might turn myself in, and you can just give the money to Mamo Prey. Epic's in-game chat will not be as much. Dr. Alex says, hi, Bird of Prey, killing time before taking a night train to Cornwall. Cinnabon Bunny says hello. John Street says every Carogans want Mamo Prey 5 and Sassy to take over Caroga. Rambling Canuck says hello, Bird of Prey 5 all. Can't stay long. I have to take my son to a game so he can have his 5 minutes of fame and be on TV tonight. Very, very cool, Rambling Canuck. I don't know whether you're supposed to wish athletes good luck or break a leg. Right? And break a leg seems bad. But so does saying good luck for some reason. So, death to his enemies, I will wish. John Araki, hashtag FreeApoo, hashtag stay sassy, hashtag alpaca life. Thomas Potts says, yeah, Bird, Simpsons went after Trump with the your harem of AOC and those Muslim congresswomen. Oh, man, I'm going to have to watch this. I know I don't usually do other videos, but I actually have a video. I've completed the audio for it, and it's about to begin the editing phase. Hopefully be out tomorrow. John Araki put in another $1 super chat. Wasn't Jadzia, wasn't Kissy Jadzia, but thank you again, John Araki. Yeah, so we will. I'll have to check up on this Simpsons thing. I may have to make a video of it. It may push this other video back, because this other video, you know, while it's important, it doesn't need to be, you know, it does, whether it comes out today or next week. It's not the end of the world. And John Street says, Bird of Prey, the economy is part of the game. Okay. John Street says it was the last patch, I think. Peter Quinn says, hey, Bird of Prey, I thought I'd come by for 30 minutes. Very cool, Peter. John Araki says, Anti's revenues have been down to... Anti's revenues have to be down now that he doesn't produce content. Yeah, well, he mentioned that he was having a hard couple of weeks, but he also mentioned that he was looking forward to being able to do some more content soon. And we got another super chat, I believe. So thank you. I got to get down to it. But I think Anti-Tracker, you got Zoidberged. Somebody got Zoidberg. My nick is not Chaloja. It's pronounced Yo-Yo. I'll have to see it. I'll have to see it. So I'm hoping Anti-Tracker will be able to make some more videos soon. I mean, we want to see his Borg series. He's working hard, I believe, on that final Galaxy Quest review part. And yes, I'm sure his revenue is down. It's the life of a YouTuber. You gotta be making new content. Luckily for me, I'm not really at the point that I'm not at the point where I depend on the YouTube money, although it certainly has come in handy yesterday. I don't know if all YouTubers got paid yesterday, but I think quite a few of us did. That's when AdSense sends out their checks or whatever. So it was nice. It certainly helped offset many of the costs of running the channel. And I also have to thank Anti-Tracker. I don't know if he's here yet or not, but he sent me his old Stream Deck. It's already set up. Granted, I only set up 2 buttons. But it works. I'm so happy, and yes, I feel like an idiot. I should have ordered this thing 6 months ago. It would have made our life so much easier and really helped the live streams. So thank you, Anti-Tracker. Of course, I will thank you again when I actually see you. But for everyone else knows, Anti-Tracker did send me his own Stream Deck, and it is quite good. Shronemore says, Sassy, the Thunder Queen of Caroga, destroyer of helicopters, shall remember the lack of faith of those saying death to Caroga. Their end shall be spread, terror to our enemies. Hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. And John Araki with another $1 super chat. Vile Mike says, howdy folks, can't stay long, but working on a new jump-capable ship. Very cool, Vile. And I believe you're also working on another video. Peter Quinn says, so I've heard Tom Holland is not a contractor for another So I've heard Tom Holland is not contracted for another Spider-Man film. I've been hearing a lot about the Spider-Man thing, Peter. DJ Odyssey actually did a video on the Variety article that I think he put it up last night. I saw it early this morning. It's really Disney's fault. It's not Sony's. Sony made an investment many years ago, and now Disney wants to change the terms because they don't like it. But Sony made that investment before there was any guarantee that the Marvel universe would take off. You know, they made a risky investment, and they deserve a good return for their investment. Now, the way it is the way it is. If Disney doesn't want to make the films, they don't have to, but it's not for Sony to... Sony's not being greedy. Sony is just wants Disney to abide by the contract they already made. Disney is the one who wants to change the contract middle of the game. Dr. Alex's Free of Poo sounds like Agents of Turdistan. Anti-Tracker. Oh, Anti-Tracker is here. Hey, just got home. Logging into Space Engineers to see the new content. Also, you got a package. Also got your package. Should I open it during my stream tonight, Joe? Yes, Anti-Tracker. You could open it during your stream tonight. However, I will say this. If there's any chance you and Mrs. Anti-Tracker have about a couple of hours free between now and your stream tonight, and you don't know what to do with it, then you should open it early and just show it off on your stream later. But yes, if you happen to get a couple hours between now and then with nothing to do, then by all means, please open it early and perhaps enjoy it. Josh Street says, and thank you, Anti-Tracker. I hope you did hear me. Your stream deck came. It is amazing. It took 2 minutes to set up 2 buttons, and that's all I got, but it's working, and it's awesome. All right. Yeah, somebody got the Kissy Dax. I heard the all right. I couldn't see it yet, but I heard it. So there it goes. There it goes. Very cool. John Araki, you're doing good, John Araki. You should buy a lottery ticket. Anti-Tracker's, okay, just got home. Josh Street says, Alexa, buy everything on Anti-Tracker's wish list. It doesn't work like that. Richie Poole says, I may have to start watching The Simpsons again. Wow, Richie. Ryan Johnson says, hello on Qapla. Finally home from the hospital. Very cool, not Ryan Johnson. Did I miss what you went into the hospital for? I hope you're okay. Streamlabs, Jojo314. Just tipped $2. Thank you so much, Jojo314. Richie Poole says, I am waiting for Anti-Tracker's final installment of Galaxy Quest, as are we all. Peter Quinn says the director of Spider-Man's films isn't contracted for another either. Well, I mean, listen, if they're not, they're not. I don't think the director needs to be the same. The only person who needs to really be the same in Spider-Man are the actors. And even them are within reason. Okay, I would like to see if Spider-Man is one of the few current MCU after Endgame people I care about in any way. Granted, not a lot, but I do care about Spider-Man, and I would like to see his arc continue. But the ball's in Disney's court. If the director changes, the producers change, that can be lived with. The actor needs to stay the same, more or less, and unless they can find an in-universe reason for why it changes, which would be difficult, but not impossible. Dr. Alex says, hey, Anti-Tracker, taking a night train, so if there's a signal, I may be awake if you're streaming later. Vile Mike says, I'm enjoying the new paint gun. Certainly makes coloring easier. I wish it could be used to color enemy stuff, because that would be fun. You know, it's no harm done. You just go graffiti up the enemy's base or something. But it's only on your own faction, so that's a bit of an annoyance. Also, what I don't like is I have to build a whole bunch. Now, it's very quick, and it doesn't use many resources, but you gotta build a whole bunch of paint supplies to actually paint anything. Peter says, but both Tom Holland and the director both want to stay with the MCU. Well, that's good. Anti-Trigger says, yes, Google Payday is always the 21st unless it's on the weekend, in which case they pay you the Monday following. Well, that's cool. Thank you again. I got another super chat. I really appreciate it. I will get to it as soon as I get down there. Peter says, so Sony has shot themselves in the foot. Peter, again, I don't think it's Sony. I blame Disney. John Araki, did I just hear Anti-Tracker and works in the same sentence? Lol. Peter Quinn is saying to Anti-Tracker, Dr. Alex says, 'tis a dream of mine to have 1,000 plus subs and possibly get paid. Stay with it, Dr. Alex. It's a dream that can come true. I am proof. If people will subscribe to me, they will certainly subscribe to somebody with your wonderful voice. Richie Poole says, I have a funny feeling that Bird may be the special guest in Vile Mike's next video. I didn't say anything about that. Dr. Alex says, Peter Quinn, I think Disney has played this one on badly. Sony are doing the sensible thing. Yes, Sony is only wants their contract to be abided by. Sony's not calling for any changes. Disney is. Vile Mike says, I am working on a new video. Will be released Sunday evening. I will have a special guest in it as well, but not saying who. Very cool, Vile Mike. And Vile, I don't know, maybe Anti-Tracker could weigh in on this, but in my limited YouTube experience, I found releasing videos on a Monday morning to be better than on a Sunday evening. So, I don't know. If Anti-Tracker, maybe ask him what he thinks. But as much as I'd love to see it a day early, you might want to just, if you can't be around Monday to release it, to schedule it for a Monday morning drop. It just seems to play better in the algorithm and get more views. Again, in my very limited YouTube experience. Ask someone who knows more like Anti-Tracker, see what they say. Maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. John Araki with a $2 super chat, making Anti-Tracker jelly again. Now if only had some peanut butter. Peter Quinn says possibly Dr. Alex, but Sony will have to recast and can't use any more Marvel stuff other than what they have. Vile Mike is telling Richie Poole, shh. Thank you, John Araki. John Araki says Qapla. I thought you said Qapla already, but that's fine. Qapla again. Dr. Alex says, Peter, I think Tom Holland, etc. are contracted with Sony. Richie Poole, have you heard Trump is the king of Israel? I have not. I have not. Yosef says it's Yo-Yo like Yosef, my nickname since forever. Oh, Yo-Yo. Well, you see, Yosef, my cousins, when they were young, used to call me Jojo. So when I see J-O, it's very natural for me to say Jojo. Yo-Yo, I get it. Yo-Yo. Sean Moore says, come on, fellow nerds, 20 watching, only 8 likes. Hit that like button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Help out Bird of Prey. Thank you so much, Sean Moore. Peter Quinn says, director, John Watts and Tom Holland front and center, though Watts doesn't have a deal for the next picture. It's unknown whether Holland is signed for both. Yosef says, and that 3/14 is my birthday. I was going to ask, is 3/14 your birthday, or was it a reference to pi? But I figured I don't want to out somebody's birthday if they don't want to do so publicly. Dr. Alex says, Richie Poole, he's also the chosen one, and God, it seems. Yeah, yes. Vile Mike says, I wonder if MCU can use the Identity Crisis costumes that Peter Parker used, Dusk, Ricochet, etc., and tie it in what happened to the singer at the last movie. You know, Vile, that's actually a great idea. Who's to say he didn't get cosmetic surgery, or the Avengers were able to roll out some super medical tech so they could physically change his complete appearance. And hey, now it makes continuity. Now it makes sense. Congratulations, Vile. You just solved the problem. You just solved the problem. Now they can have anybody, for the most part, play Peter Parker. And if he looks different, even better. It makes total sense. Hell, they could even have somebody of a different race. Now, I'm not saying they should, but I would understand it. Maybe the Skrulls or whoever, Captain Marvel, have frickin' brain transplant technology, and they can just zap his brain out with somebody else's. Peter Quinn says, Dr. Alex, the king of Israel. Wow. Richie Poole says, I know Trump is all things to all people. Yes. Dr. Alex says, thanks, Bird of Prey. You are welcome. It's not, there's nothing you don't know there. Anti-Trigger says, the contract is done, and I'm sorry, but this is stupid for Disney to only get 5%. Well, if it's 5%, it's gotta be by contract. How can the contract be done? So they don't want to renew the contract, I guess. Anti-Trigger says, yes, weekday AM is the best to release a video. Okay, yeah, very cool. So, Vile, if you're still here. I see. Vile says, I do Sunday evening so my daughter can join the premiere. Monday she had school for Thanks for the Tip. Well, then that totally makes sense, Vile, to release it Sunday night. And I will work extra hard to be there knowing that you'll be doing it as a premiere. So I certainly want to be there for a premiere. Wesley says, I'm here. Welcome, Wes. Vile Mike says, okay, gotta head back to work later. Oh, Wesley says 9 likes. Richie says, you can start now, Bird. Wesley's here. Peter says, Holland has an option to sign for 2 more after 2 main films. To sign on for more after 2 main films. Richie says, see ya, Vile. Peter says, yeah, nobody asked casket, no body or casket for Tony Stark. Just his arc reactor. Stromore says, see ya, Vile. Now into the bird of prey. I got home from work on Monday, and my heart rate shot up to 210. He had to have an ambulance take me to Elmhurst Hospital. They had to give me a drug to stop my heart and let it start again. Not Ryan Johnson, 210 heart rate. Mamo Pray. Do you remember my high? Mom? Mama Pray's outside. I guess. I hope. I must have realized she walked downstairs. My heart rate was pretty damn high, but yeah, don't get me. 210 is dangerously high. Not Ryan Johnson. It's a very good thing you went to the hospital. Do you have AFib? AFib is an issue, and I've heard of people who've had that great success with their heart stopped and started again. It's a scary thing to think about. If you ever have heart issues or you have ongoing heart issues, I would Elmhurst. If you're here in this area, you might want to consider St. Francis on Long Island. They are an excellent heart health hospital. They concentrate on heart issues. Yosef says, Bird of Parade, birthday is on public record. I share it on Facebook. I also don't mind. And if somebody wants to hack my bank account, there are certain debts that can be cleared. Lol. Very cool. Miss Lundell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla. Peter says that MK85 suit Stark made had one job, hold the stone, so he could do the snap. And Trigger says the contract was for 5 films. So to continue, Disney and Sony need a new contract. Okay, Anti-Trigger, well, you know more than I do. So, one of them will blink eventually. There's probably just too much money on the table for neither of them to blink. This is probably just a negotiation tactic. I mean, it's not like Star Trek where it wasn't making money. Sharon Moore says, are you okay? Not Ryan Johnson. Not Ryan Johnson. Bird of Prey was being monitored and had to have the doctors run a catheter into my heart to check for blockage. I've had that. Did you have the whole thing where you were under what is called an angiogram? I had the angiogram, if that's what you had. The heart came back surprisingly clear, which I was actually very happy about. Joseph says, Peter Quinn, the scene with Tony Steps gives me chills. They look strange, and Tony was telling. What, not Ryan Johnson, I hope they checked, I assume they did, would be for a pulmonary embolism or any other type of blood clot. That, to me, I mean, when I hear high heart rate, pulmonary embolism is the first thing I think about. Anti-Trigger says, and since Disney proved to Sony that they can do Spidey better than Sony can, it's stupid not to let Disney have half the money, especially since Disney pays for the production. Like I'm saying, at this point, it sounds like a negotiation tactic. I think there's probably just too much money to leave on the table. But hey, you know what? Business is business. They can fight it out. Not Ryan Johnson says, Shronmore, I'm okay. Have a cardiologist appointment on Monday. Very good, not Ryan Johnson. Keep an eye on that. I have a pulse ox. They're like $20. You can buy them on Amazon. It's literally by my side almost 24/7. I check my oxygen and my heart rate probably 5 or 10 times a day. 5 times a day when I'm feeling okay, 10 times a day when I'm feeling bad. Right now it's oxygen 97, heart rate 87. Now that's actually good for me. My normal heart rate is around 80, 88, 89 when I'm on a good day, and it can easily be 100 when I'm active and up and eating or something. That's just the way my heart is. So when I was in the ICU, they had to shut off the alarm because it was always high. And if it went even a little high, it would start alarming the machine. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Berto Prey in chat. Greetings, Mike Richards. Schromer says, not Ryan Johnson. THR is in contract for a 6-film deal. So by our math, that leaves one mystery film that hasn't been announced yet. And of course, this deal could be renewed later on if both parties want to continue. John Street says, Berto Prey wants old Marvel Aunt May naked. Not Ryan Johnson says, thank you to Schromer. Peter says, so Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War, Endgame, and Far From Home. One more. Yosef says, by the way, Jeffrey Tubes is not correct Trek lore. It should be Jeffries Tubes. After Matt Jeffries. Exactly, Yosef. In fact, I see. Oh, I see. And right here in the Caroga base. It's wrong, huh? I was going to see that because in a minute, not a minute, but later today or tomorrow, in the video I'm currently editing, I in fact touch on Jeffrey's Tubes. Wesley says, Berto Prey, I'm excited for the new update. I'm going to make a neutral trading store. No bets. No one beats Wesley's prices. And Wesley says, Berto Prey, where does everyone want the trading station? Wes, I would do it on, I can send you the GPS for Caroga Cross 1 or 2. Those are the meteor asteroids closest to Caroga. Like we just head straight up and they're there. That's probably where the ideal place for a trading post is. But hey, wherever you want, I mean, we'll find our way, especially with the speed update. Not so big of a deal getting where we need to go. John Aragi says we need to get Bert and Auntie some kind of HR monitor they can broadcast on their streams. I actually have one that records constantly, but it doesn't broadcast. They probably make one, Bluetooth. Not Ryan does it, Berto Prey, no blockages or clots found. Have to go see a cardiologist and electrophysiologist to check the electrical impulses of my heart, hoping new medication I got helps. Me too, not Ryan Johnson. Mom?
Yes.
Do you remember what my heart rate topped at?
Oh, sugar.
Oh, sugar. No, not the sugar rate, the heart rate.
I remember seeing 164. That might have been the top. It might not have been.
Not Ryan Johnson's topped at 210.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He's out. They released him from the hospital.
Oh, okay, good.
He's got an appointment. They had to stop his heart and restart it.
Yes, that happened to Eddie.
Yeah, that was Eddie. I remember Eddie having, and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's good.
Okay, I'm glad he's...
No, he was talking about his things, and you went downstairs, but I just wanted to...
Yeah, I did remember 164, but...
Okay, yeah, well, so 210...
A lot of it is a blur.
Yeah, a lot was a blur. 210 is, you beat me. Joseph says, Tom Holland would be dumb not to sign a contract with Sony. He can earn millions and quit acting before he's 30. Nobody ever wants to quit acting. If you quit acting, you stop being invited to all the cool parties. Peter says, well, Jeffrey's Tubes are probably trademarked Berto Prey, and I wouldn't use Jeffrey's Tubes. And the trigger says, of course, Bird thinks that trading post should be where he can get to it fast. Well, of course I should. Live with Matthews says, Wesley, if you want, you can set up on the asteroid base I made. Peter Quinn is Lowell. Joseph says, Peter, if you created the tubes, they should carry your name. Andy Trigger, here's an idea. Maybe the trading post would be built by the admins should be in neutral territory. Just a thought. Cinnabon says, I'm setting up on Titan, so you'll need a jump drive to get here. Thomas Potts says, bird of prey cheats. Bird of prey cheat. Joseph says, we can call them bird holes. Peter says, Joseph, not exactly what I mean. Tube snake. Lol. Cinnabon, my station will be a permanent safe zone. Not Ryan Jones says, Thomas lies as usual. Exactly. Mike Richards says, you have crewman the cripple crew for a heart transplant survivor. There's always room for the on the cripple crew, Mike. And I'm glad you are a survivor. Shromos says, bird of prey, you should do the heart rate monitor. Do it for a few weeks. Then about Halloween, fake it as flatlining. And say, I'll suddenly have a taste for raw meat. And see how many people you freak out. I suddenly have a taste for brains! So, a little serious note here, guys. I just want to announce, for those who don't know, Rock Solid Productions. He's often here in my chats. He's often here in Anti-Trekkers chats. He posted a video this morning. He unfortunately lost his father this morning to a severe heart attack. It was unexpected. So he's going to be away for a few days. He announced in his video. If you guys do see him online, please give him your condolences and ask how he's doing. And if you don't see him online for a few days or however long it takes, don't get too surprised. He has to head and deal with some stuff. Of course, we all wish him the very best. I was in his stream. I said my condolences. He was announcing it while he was driving, and I felt pretty bad. So, just a heads up. We all know Rock Solid. Hopefully, we're subscribed to him. But if you're not, just know that he's a very good friend to this channel. He's a very good friend to Anti-Trekkers channel. And he himself has a channel almost as big as Anti-Trekkers. And he does mostly retro gaming stuff. But yeah, so if you don't see him around, when you do see him, just be kind and wish him well. Wish him well. Thomas's bot, Ryan Johnson. Peter Quinn says, I'm getting pretty tired. Yeah, I haven't even left the bird chamber. Andrew says, by the way, Bird, I'm glad you've been ignoring this SE chat. I can't read them both. They're one thing at a time. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, Cinnabon and I are going to be the neutral traders. Okay, Wes. And Edrica says, hey, Cinnabon, do you know how to find the NPC? Wes, do you need me? Have you left the Carogan faction? Or are you going to stay in Caroga? I don't know. If you need me to do a peace deal with you, let me know. And hey, Cinnabon, do you know how to find the NPC? Peter says going to log off and watch TV for a bit. Take care, Peter. Thank you for coming. Cinnabon says Anti-Trekker. Yes, Peter says, I hope Disney reduces the demands, though. Anti-Trekker says Cinnabon care to share. Richie Poole says, bye all, back to work for me. Take care, Richie Poole. Peter says, best wishes to Rock Solid. Anti-Trekker says, thoughts and prayers to Rocks. He's a good guy, indeed. Peter says, night all. Pretty sad note to end my day on. I'm so sorry, Peter. But, I wanted to get the news out there. Thomas says, does someone have a link to his channel? And Joseph, you okay?
I just dropped the whole fruit cocktail on myself.
Mamo Prey is having problems eating a fruit cocktail.
It's all over.
It's all over. It fell on her. Okay, well.
What Sassy is enjoying?
Oh, Sassy is enjoying the fruit cocktail.
Oh.
It looks like Joseph put in the link. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph's a sad news, Rocks. If you're watching this later, my condolences. Not Ryan Johnson. Thomas Bot strikes again. And Joseph puts in the link to Rock Solid channels. Sean Morris is sending out my prayers to Rock Solid. I'm so sorry for your loss. And thank you, Joseph, says Thomas. Okay. let's actually get out into the game. Admiral Saval, I don't know if you're watching this, Admiral Saval or Anti-Tracker. If you talk to Admiral Saval, we never got any confirmation on if the deletion of his stuff was his choice or if it was a game bug or what. If you do hear from him, if it's something you want to send to me in private, or if it's not for public dissemination, do please let me know, because it's for my own curiosity, as well as whether he needs or should remain in the Caroga faction. If he's done with the game, I would like to know that too. Okay, so here's the thought. I'm going to try and take out this ship. Oh, I probably need more. Let's see, what's our hydrogen level? Okay, we got hydrogen tanks. Oh, we got some uranium on me. Okay, you know what? We don't want uranium. We don't want uranium. I should have taken that out first. We're gonna drop the uranium back off in my box. And how the hell did I get back here? This is some weird matrix poop. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave the uranium. And okay, oh, I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. I've got bullets, but no gun. Let's close the door. Let's get a gun. There's got to be a gun somewhere. I know I built a bunch of guns. Here we go. It doesn't have to be the best rifle, just something for protection. Anti-Trigger says, I think he did it by accident. Well, if he did, he did. I know Anti-Trigger was the next morning. I saw him. He came into the game. He looked around. It looked like he was looking at all of his missing stuff. And then he signed out of the game. He didn't answer me when I asked him, when I said hello, or asked him if he knew what happened. He signed out, and he hasn't been back. So I'm just afraid that he didn't do it on purpose. He saw what happened, and, you know, he was very, very upset and perhaps just left the game, which, of course, I don't want to hear, or you know, I don't want that to be the case. If it did happen that way, though, I'd like to know. So, yeah, so we're gonna take out this ship. Now, let's make sure are the engines running? They are. I took it out and I docked it, and as you can see, I didn't dock it straight. I still have a lot to learn about docking ships with connectors. But let's do an ice run. Let's do an ice run, and we'll see what happens. So let's disconnect the ship. I don't know, what number is that? 9. We are undocked. We're gonna go forward. Very cool. It would help if we zoomed in somehow. There we go. Okay. Now are we level? Let's see this. Can we level out? That's the big question. The ship is not leveling out. Oh, there it goes. It's leveling out. I guess it was just weighed too heavily last time when I parked it. It was weighed too heavily. Okay, so we're gonna head. Let's gain some altitude. It's quite difficult to park in the canyon, I'll be honest. I should put a connector on the roof, but that would be too easy. That would be too easy. We will take advantage of our new speed mod. We're already moving at 200 plus meters per second as we head over to Ice Base 1, which Ice Base 1 was actually erased from the game early on by supposedly bugs in the game, although I still think it was Turdistanis, but whatever. Ice Base 1 is just a GPS that's on a big ice lake, so we'll head over there and bring some ice to the base. I should have checked the base to see if it was still low on ice. It was low on ice last time I was here, so I just assume it still is, but that's a big assumption. Azine says, evening folks, how are you all? Good, Azine. Good. Mr. Lundell says, why is it every time Bird of Prey 5 mentions a gun, I get a mental picture of Homer Simpson? Yes, it's a tool. Azine says, Joseph relatively caught a few streams. Joseph says if he's new here. Oh, he's been here, I'd say 4 or 5 times. Now, in the game, Thomas Potts is saying something. What is he on? SOB Charter? Actually, I don't even know if this has a name. I didn't name it. I'll be honest. Life with Matthew built this one. Antenna. Oh, it doesn't have a name. We should give it a name. No, we don't need to broadcast that far. We'll broadcast 99 meters. That's fine. HUD text SOB. Now this is a mining vessel. I didn't build it, so I'm not going to name it after a president. However, I think it should be named after something American. So we will name this the SOB McNugget. Because there's nothing more American than McNuggets. Except Coca-Cola. So it's the SOB McNugget. And there we go. Very cool. Now where did that ice lake go? Oh, we went past it. Okay. So we'll see what happens. Actually, I suppose I should level out and just cut the thrusters, cut the inertial dampeners, and just fall gracefully towards the lake. We are 800 meters and falling. Okay, I'll turn on the inertial dampeners, and it took almost 200 meters to stop falling. So we should turn back on the inertial dampeners before we hit 400 meters. Now it's much quicker to stop. Okay, so we'll go down a little bit more. Maybe we can get down to like 100 meter. No. Okay, 300, 296. Okay, so we stop now at 150 meters. That should be plenty of. Okay, there we go. 129 meters. The lake looks like it's right there, but obviously it's not. Okay, 60 meters, 58 meters, 37, 28, 22, 13, 12, 10 meters. That's about right. Joseph says Azine Bird is currently in the zone, so he will read comments later. Hope you're having fun here, and that you are subscribed to Anti-Trigger as well. It's the best way to get to know the full picture. Absolutely. Azine has been here enough, especially on my City Skyline stream. He knows that comments can take a while. Dr. Alex says, when Bird of Prey said he's going to take out the ship, I assumed he meant with a mafia sense. Yosef is bird of prey. If Matthew built it, call it after him. Well, Yosef, I'm just afraid something bad might happen to it. Azine says, thanks, Yosef. Yep, Anti-Trigger is how I found bird of prey. Yosef says, cool. Anti-Trigger says, fall gracefully to our death. I mean the lake. Epic says, bird prefers falling to earth versus flying. Josh Street says, place your bets that bird crashes. Dr. Alex, I name thee Crashy. Joseph says, since it's a mining ship, do you hide miners on it? Wow. Life with Matthew says, oh neat, I was a few minutes behind. Yeah, that's Rev 2 of my atmospheric mining vessel. Life with Matthew, I used it early this morning and just mined some stone. The only problem with it is I don't know how to get the stuff out once I connect to the connector. I thought it would just move automatically, and then I tried to turn it to push out. But I ended up having to empty the vessel manually by taking everything into my own personal inventory and then dropping it off at the refinery. So maybe if you tell me if there's a secret on how to drain the ship once I connect it to the base, that would be helpful. Okay, engaging drills. And we're going in for some ice mining. Now we don't want to get too low. Let's see, are we mining anything yet? We are. We're actually mining. It's not a lot, but it's working. We don't want to get too deep. If we get too deep, I'm going to get stuck like I got this morning. And I'll have to drill myself out. I think we need to go up a little. We need to go up a little and aim down some more. There we go. There we go. This angle's pretty good. This angle's pretty good for mining. Like with Matthew, I do hope that the ship will still take off even if it's full. I assume you tested it at full load, because it's already moving quite slow, quite sluggish. And it's like we're only using half of the drills. Connection problem. Game paused. Okay, hopefully YouTube was okay. How do I know how close the ship is to being full? I don't understand that. There's no, like, the inventory. I guess that's my personal inventory. Is there no, like, ship inventory slider? Joseph's life with Matthew, you are aware who's flying it, right? Like Matthew says, stone is blacklisted on the sorters. It will only stay in the drills. Well, that makes sense now, Life with Matthew. That makes total sense, because I couldn't get it to eject. So I can't mine stone with it. I'm gonna have to make changes to that. Stone is the quickest thing to mine. John Street says Bird doesn't have any miners on it. He has miners on board. Joseph of Josh Street, I hope he won't hang himself once he's arrested. Life with Matthew says that way when you're going for metals, the stone gets knocked out. You can open up the control menu, change the cockpit, genital sorter to allow stone from the same cargo sorter. I think I tested it. I did on the space version. Oh, how convenient. Josh Reed says Joseph Bird will need someone taller than him to help with that. And Mr. Londell's groovy movie says Bird of Prey got enough drills on that contraption. Well, I think if I was coming at it from a more steep angle, the extra drills would come in handy. For sure. I'm being very cautious. You know, I'm being very cautious here. I don't want to go too steep down. But is there any way I'm going to get a notice or something when the ship is full? I mean, it looks like it's still mining. I really have very little experience with ship mining. So I'm just curious if there's some way to know. Joseph says he is 6.6. I would imagine just pay attention to the weight, and when it stops getting larger, you're full. I gotcha. Okay. Well, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Why did it change? Why did the view change? Oh, because we're too far down. No, we're getting sucked in. We're getting sucked in. Shut off the drills. Okay, we're backing up. We're going to try to back up. I can't back up. There we go. You know what? I think that might be enough ice for today, people. I think that might be enough ice. We are having a really hard time. We're barely moving. We're moving at 1.2 meters per second up. And in all this time, we're still at 1.6 meters per second. A very, very hard time gaining altitude. I'm not too heavy to get back, Josh Street. I can do it. I can do it. We can do it. We can do it. If I had to, I could just get out of the ship. I could get out of the ship and just transfer ice into my personal. I might do that. I might do that. Maybe we better be safe than sorry and transfer some ice into my personal. I noticed this game doesn't seem to count weight that's in your personal pack as weight of the ship. It's one of the weird things with the physics of why can't large cargo container? Where the hell is there a large cargo container on this thing? These aren't large. Are they? These are large? Wow. Okay. There we go. That should help. Yeah, that should help lower the weight of the ship. And now we might have an easier time getting back. Yeah, look at that. We're already going 10 meters per second and raising in height. We're literally 10 times faster than we were. We can live with this. We can live with this. Okay. So we gotta head back over to New Caroga. New Caroga, where are you? H. Space Cross? No. New Caroga. New Caroga, 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers in that direction. Let's see if we can... There we go. There we go. Okay. Main thrusters engaged. It's going to take a while to get up to speed, but we can do it. We can do it. Abix's bird flying a full heavy ship will be interesting. Lol. Lightwood matches. Note to self. Add reverse 3 more forward thrusters. Kronos says Qapla, bird of nerds. What did I miss? Oh shit. Are we going to clear that mountain? Are we going to clear the mountain? Shit. Shit. We're close. We're so close. I'm holding down the space bar. We're not going up very fast. We did it. We did it. We cleared the mountain. Although the game is lagging. The game is lagging like a son of a bitch. I'm a little afraid about all this lag. The lag, sometimes you just end up embedded in the ground. Let's get some nice height. There we go. We're at 200 meters. Well, we just dropped from 250 to 200. Now we dropped to 180 meters above the ground. We're having problems. We keep dropping from 300 to 200. Something's going wrong with the game. The game is messed up. 260, 264 meters, 267. Okay, let's try. Game is paused. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Are we headed in the right direction? I hope so. I hope so. Yes, Iron New is also near New Caroga. So as long as we've got Iron New in our crosshairs, we're headed in the general right direction. Kronos was Qapla, Bird and Nerds. What did I miss? People can fill you in. Joseph says, can do attitude. That's the way. Just do not destroy the McNuggets. Indeed. Epic says, I thought my 9 drills was a lot. Kronos' Bird of Prey. What the hell is that monstrosity? It's Life with Matthew's successful mining ship, I'll be honest. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's taking its sweet time. It's taking its sweet time, slowing down. Let's turn this way. This should. We'll reverse. We'll reverse. That should. Oh wow, we're still moving at 270 meters per second. This is not good. This is not good, people. This is not good at all. Why are we falling in altitude? Why are we falling in altitude? No, 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 no! Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no, what happened? Oh, God, no. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry, Life with Matthew. I did save the blueprints. I did save the blueprints. I don't understand what happened. I'm blaming this on lag. I'm blaming this on lag. Shoot. Well, let's see. Let's recover the uranium. Let's recover the uranium. Is there uranium? I see it looks like a reactor. Yeah, there is. We're recovering the uranium. Are we recovering the uranium? Maybe not. Is my inventory full? No, it's not full. It's not full. Why is the uranium not? Shit. Okay, well. Here we go. We'll cut this down. We'll cut this down. No. Okay. I'll read the comments in a minute. There we go. Gotta recover whatever we can. The ice. Oh, because there's no power now, it won't move. Let's see, what are you? You a sorter? What are you? Conveyor. Okay, we'll leave some here. I guess I'm gonna mark this GPS new from current position. The McNugget crash site. Yeah, that's that's unfortunate. Let's head on back. Let's head on back to Caroga. Which way are we? Which way? There we are. There we go. That was lag, man. That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. Sorry, bird. Sorry about your ship, but as we say on Earth, c'est la vie. Thank you, Anti-Trigger. How kind of you. Take this away. Run it back. Let's get inside and pump in this ice and get things moving. Here we go. The uranium I will hold on to for right now. Let's read comments. Okay. John Street says, Thomas, you can fire at will. Cronus says, see that mountain. Lol. Lightwood Matthews says, oh no. The speed mod strikes again. The John Street is lolling. Actor says, hi. Mamo Prey, Sassy, Birdo Prey, and all the nerds. Welcome, Actor. Yosef says, lag a position I learned from Pornhub. Kronos says the game is cheating. It absolutely was. Actor says, shucks, the server is lagging. Actor says, where's Bird going? The Epic says, flying bird, a heavy ship with speed mod equal, you guess. The ground, says Hector. Yosef says, Bird of Prey, horrible bass hum in the headphones. I'm sorry to hear that, Yosef. Let me get to the end of the Actually, before I get to the end of the comments, let me see if I can do something about that. Give me 1 second, guys. It's probably going to get either loud or quiet for a second. Maybe both. Okay, Yosef or anyone else, let me know if you're still... Although right now a helicopter is passing. But, I did what I could do. I don't know if it will help. Let me know if that helps with the hum. Thomas is Bird of Prey. Press ERGF. Actor says, Joseph, it's the laptop fans. Well, hopefully we've cleared it out. Thomas says it will get you back instantly. It reappears in heavy games. Actor says it appears in heavy games. Live with Matthew says Rev 3 might also need a couple of hydrogen engines with the speed mod. Epic says here it comes. Josh Street is lolling. Kronos grabs gummy bears and lolls. Epic is lolling. Live with Matthew is lolling. That was great. Epic Beard says called it. Mike Richards is laughing. Anti-Trigger says yet another successful Carogan mission. Kronos says I'm so glad that I decided to watch this stream after all. Yosef says Ector, this is your mobile device account, right? I have headphones and it's giving me a headache. John Street says you lost all the ice. I didn't lose it. That's why I transferred most of it onto me, which was a good thing. Kronos is hanging anti-tracker. Now there's a train passing, so that will be loud. Yosef is live with Matthew. What did I tell you? Live with Matthew says it was the speed mod, I think. I designed it off a max speed of 100. At 500, the engines can't slow down quick enough. Yeah, damn speed mod. Azure says it's my mobile and my Opera on my PC account. Yes, I have to put the volume down. And Josh Street is cracking up. Actor says with low volume, the hum is tolerable. There shouldn't be a hum. Maybe I did the sound check before I started the game, but this software is pretty good about cleaning, making an inverse wave and clearing out all the rhythmic hums. Danny Scott, welcome Danny, says uranium can't travel back with the sorter. Joseph says uranium the main reason for pilot baldness. Mr. Londell, welcome Danny, by the way. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you for coming. Check out the channel if you're interested. Check out Anti-Trekker. He's the bigger channel that has been the main reason for this channel's success, as much as I hate to admit it. Joseph says uranium, yes, the main reason for pilot baldness. Ms. Londell says we do love to see a Bird of Prey 5 crash and burn. Just makes our day. Actor says Matthew will not be happy. Mike Richards says new AT super chat. Joseph says Opera, one of the few. I am on Chrome now, but probably switch to Edge. Using it more and more. Actor says that was worthy of Michael Bay. Kronos says Bird of Prey, you broke your little ship. And Joseph is like, lag, sure. Kronos is, I don't know what. Addy in stereo, our good friend Addy, who does the chess streams, says, damn it, Joe, I need your opinion on something private. Okay, Addy. Addy is a good friend. Let me go switch to the private communication tool we use. That is absolutely not AOL Instant Messenger. Absolutely not AOL Instant Messenger. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I closed it before when I was recording a video. That's why. When I was recording audio for a video. That's why I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Addy. Let's see. What's his private? Okay. I don't think you're asking me how much money am I going to put into the Greenland GoFundMe. I don't think that's what it is. Okay, guys, give me a quick minute here. Okay, so Addy's all good. He's going to go get tested now. It's just better safe than sorry. You can't, you know. You can't live like him and not get tested when something like that happens. So he'll be okay. We're pulling for him. Thomas says my main mountain weapon was successful again. Addie says, but no, I have to share it with half of YouTube. Derek says, lols, hello everyone, got here at last. Yosef says, Bird of Prey 5, perfect. Azine, that fixed it, awesome. Guys, definitely let me know when that happens in the future. Don't feel bad, I feel bad. I will do what I can. I've got software, I paid good money for it. If it's not working right, I will fix it. So please, thank you. Let me know. Josh Reed says, Thomas, when are you going to give Anti-Trigger one of those guns that fires mountains? Derek says, I'll get the highlight reel from Kronos. Agnes says, it wasn't perfect. Part of the ship survived. No, I should head over to that ship before it disappears. We want to get as much as those parts back as possible before the scavengers come. Let's see, where's the crash site? Where's the crash? Oh, you know what? Let's take another ship. Let's take our other ship to the crash site. Hopefully it's ready to go. God damn it, Vile! Freaking vile ones. Always graffitiing up our base. I know, they're pissed. They're pissed I left that cross inside their asteroid base. God damn it. Fine, you know what? It's just free steel plates. It's just free steel plates. Yeah, unfortunately, the ship that was parked here crashed into the ship that was here, the SOB Adams JQ. It was the middle of the night, like dark in the game. And I was like, it didn't fall far. I'm sure I can save the Adams JQ. And then the Van Buren, I believe it was the Van Buren. It was the Van Buren or the Harrison. Whichever one this is, it was the other one. Ended up destroying itself down over here. And when I came back to retrieve the SOB Adams JQ, I was like, okay, well, it couldn't have fallen far, right? Right? And then I realized that no, it did fall far. I thought this was still over the mountain. It only fell a few meters. But no, it fell all the way down into the canyon, smashed up a whole bunch of crap on its way down. Couldn't even find 90% of the debris. Just a bunch of scrap metal was left. So yeah, the SOB Adams is gone. Now I do have a little projector set up over there. I could rebuild it, and I will at some point. It was a nice little personal transport vessel. But let's take this one, and what is this one? Let's get the. I forget which ship is which. This is the Van Buren. Okay, so it was the Harrison. The Harrison was actually a newer ship. The Van Buren is still here. Let's get that broadcast radius up. 500 meters. That's good. That's good. Okay. Shutting off automatic landing. Turning on atmospheric thrusters. I think we can keep hydrogen engine off. Wait, can we keep hydrogen engine off? No, the atmospheric thrusters on this just go up. Okay, we've got to enable hydrogen thrusters. 2. Gyroscope is on. What are those? Lights? We don't need lights. The antenna stays on. We're gonna turn the guns on just in case. Just in case. Okay. Unlocking landing gear. And this bird is about to fly. Oh yeah, this is a nice responsive ship. Not way down. Not way down. So where's our crash? There's the McNugget. The McNugget crash site. We had actually overshot the base. So, let's see. We don't want to go above, say, 150 meters per second. Let's see. Let's see. No fuel. No fuel. Now we're going too fast. We're going too fast. It's happening all over again. But we won't hit the ground. We won't hit the ground this time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, speed mod takes a little getting used to. It's almost slower, because at least before the speed mod I knew how long I had to slow down before. It felt like I just hit something in midair. I just went backwards. Okay, that's close. That's pretty close. That was not an alarm from the ship. Yes, Mama Prey is making a roast.
No fuel.
Okay. Coming down. Coming down for a landing. There we go.
No fuel.
Ah, shit. I forgot to put the landing gear on.
No fuel.
Ah, shit. Why won't you land? Why won't you land? Okay, okay. Okay. Dampener's back on. We gotta level out. Level out. There we go. 10 meters. 7 meters. 5 meters. Auto lock is engaged. 4 liters. Is that it? Did we lock? We did. We have touchdown. Shutting off engines. Shutting off gyroscope. All good. We'll shut down the guns to save fuel. And wait, how the hell did I get back at the base? Okay. You saw that. You saw that. I was back at the base. The game is lagging like crazy, people. I know you can't tell, but I'm pressing forward. I'm not moving at all. And now I jumped ahead 7 meters. Yeah, this game is pretty borked. This is the worst performance I've seen on this game in weeks. Weeks. I don't know. I don't know if everyone else is getting it. Yeah. It's almost unplayable. I mean, if I really cared, I would just go sit in a cryo container and wait till this stopped, because I'd be afraid of everything I'd lose, because I will probably get destroyed due to the lag again. But, you know, we can deal. We can deal. What's this? Like, why is it not grinding? We're cleaning up. There's a strict no littering policy by Cinnabon. Anytime we litter, that means Cinnabon has to clean up after us. So, he says no littering. What the hell are you? Oh, an ejector, huh? There's some stones from earlier. Let's see. Nothing in there. We got a little more ice. It won't come out. It won't come out. Connection problem. Great. Great. Anti-tracker just connected. Really? Is there anything in here? No. Let's grind this away. And again, it's not grinding. Why won't you grind? Yeah, let's pick up some stone or ice, whatever the hell it was. Come on. Little bits of stone. Oh. Ooh, that's a big piece of ice. 2 big pieces of ice. Really big piece of ice. Nice, good pieces of ice. There we go. There we go. Come on. Damn game. Really annoying. I should just drill it all down and just pick it up as it falls out. Okay. Probably the drills are empty. Probably the drills are empty. It would be nice if these things drilled. Grinded. Grinded. If I tell you to grind, just grind. Shit. My fault. My fault. Okay. Just let me grind this down and I'll get back to the comments. There we go. How did that happen? No, I don't need to install Grinder into the game. What is this? Is it really weighted down that heavy down on this side? What's going on with the gravity here? Oh, we need to catch these rocks. I'm pressing F, it's not working. Come on. Come on, don't keep rolling. You're probably lagging the game. You are lagging the game. There we go. Oh, what the hell are you? Another piece. Oh, the cockpit. The cockpit. Is there anything in there? Oh, there was ice in this cockpit all along. I wonder if it's what saved me. I mean the gender pit. Nobody. Nobody. Come on. The game is borked. It's not doing anything. Ah. Okay. Let's head back. Let's head back. we'll finish this up. I'll get in the ship and I'll read the comments. Oh man, Biggie, Biggie! Invincible, huh? It's like there's a 10-second delay between what I want to do and when it happens. Okay, is there anything else going on over here? Any debris I missed? Oh, yeah, looks like there is. Looks like there is. Where? Connection problem, Jesus. And I fell to the ground. And I fell to the ground. Come on. I couldn't be any closer. Ah, gyroscope? Random gyroscope? No, let's not play soccer with the gyroscope. Damn, invincible stuff. Is that a tank? It does, it's a tank. What do we got? What do we got? Oxygen. Why was there oxygen on board? Oh, we got some goodies over here. We got some more gyroscopes. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I think we cleaned up enough. Where is our ship? Where's our ship? Over there. The SOB Van Buren. Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
No.
We'll go in. Let me close this pop up. Good. Okay, back to comments. Back to comments. Kronos tells Derek I missed an epic he missed an epic bird crash. Josh reads says, Thomas, why don't you give Anti-Trigger one of those... Oh, I read that. Guns that fire mountains. Derek says he's going to get the highlight reel. Edgar says it wasn't perfect. The ship survived. Part of the ship survived. Yes, yes. I read all this. Anti-Trigger says, Josh Street, we have carefully placed mountains all around the Space Engineer's map. They are designed to lock onto Carogan ships with high-powered tractor beams. Josh Street is lolling at Anti-Trigger. Derek says hey to Michael. Addy in stereo is mad that I told him about... Oh, somebody just flew in. Somebody just flew in. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. They're not transponding. They're running away. You want to say who you are, guy, or no? You want to press O and turn on your transmitter?
No fuel.
Well, if you don't want to say who you are, I'm going to keep reading comments. Joseph's Anti-Trigger looks like terrain is tough to bring Carogan ships down. Oh, is it Epic Beard or who is it? Cinnabon? Anti-Trigger says it's him.
I just want to say,
Is it really you, Anti-Trigger? Now, Cinnabon is saying it's him. Well, I need to know which one it is, because one of you gets a wave, and the other one gets a kick in the ass.
No fuel.
And Thomas says it's not me, so don't shoot. And Cinnabon says it's me, I'm lagged. Okay, Cinnabon. Okay. Which I'm assuming it says Cinnabon, because it's purple, and I can't freaking read the purple. Oh, let's see if we can do the friendly wave. Yay, I'm waving. I don't know why. I don't know why it even exists. But and Life with Matthew just came in the game. So I'm gonna still go back in the ship while I read comments. Actor says Caroga has factories where they use kids use the uranium to paint glow-in-the-dark coins with Bird's face on them. Well, that's a very good use of uranium. Actor says Bird now crash. Fly the white ship you have in the landing pad. Actor says if you haven't crashed it already, well, I already did that. Antidote says yes. Take the other ship to salvage the wreckage of the ship Bird just crashed. What could go wrong? Yosef says, yay, another crash to expect. Bird of Prey is talking. Another one for a cruise. Derek says, epic. There's not going to be another crash. Life with Matthew says, Hector, I'm still happy. Later on today, I'm going to finish a video called Crackers Don't Matter. It's taken from Farscape about prioritizing things that matter. Very cool. Kronos says, is Bird making up new excuses for his poor piloting skills? Actor says, cool, Matthew. Good effort, Matthew, says Derek. Joseph says, what's the name? Van Buren? Buren was a Russian shuttle, not a Dutch one. No. Martin Van Buren, as in President of the United States. Martin Van Buren. Actor says, continue talking the ship. The fallen one won't disappear. Joshi says, Bird loves to wreck ships even if he's not in it. And Joseph says, Buren, I get it. Derek says, don't fly in a shuttle if its name starts with a C. Showmore says, Bird of Prey, are you suggesting that the other factions are just thieving uncultured vultures? No fuel, wait for it. Now, the fuel thing is a bug. It's got plenty of fuel. Kronos says, son of a bitch in 3, 2, 1. Agnes says, Bird needs these things, but buses to avoid them. Bird needs those things in buses to avoid them to go too fast. Kronos is lonely. What are you doing? Why are you shooting me? That's a warning shot. Okay? I don't know why you're shooting at me. Connection problem. Anti-Tracker says, hey, why are you shooting at me? You shot at me! Even though it's not you, it's Cinnabon. Kronos is lolling. Joss is lolling. Kronos says, I saw it. Anti-Tracker says, I'm sure you believe that you saw your base Bird. Actor says Bird is seeing things. Must be his powers. Thomas is Anti-Tracker. That thing is finished. Geronimo says, I just figured out why the other factions refer to Caroga as Meals on Wheels. They don't search for a debris field. Bird of Prey will scatter materials near them, aka crash. Anti-Tracker says, awesome, Thomas. Joseph says, no fuel. Don't you have like pockets full of uranium? I don't need to put any more uranium in. Anti-Tracker says, no littering, or as Bird calls it, landing. Thomas says, Anti-Tracker Cinnabon gave the mission missing parts. Joseph is lolling. Anti-Tracker says, cool. John Street says, Cinnabon, now that the economy is in the game, you can charge Bird every time he crashes. Thomas says, it's not grinding. Seconds later, it's why won't you grind? Kennewick says, why won't you grind? That super chat writes itself. Stromore says, so this is Bird of Prey grinder stream. I've never suspected, but the signs were there. Mike Richards says, where are the sand people when you really need them? Joseph says, Bird of Prey, do you need to install grinder in the game? No, we don't need grinder in the game. Wesley says, how is the update? Well, I'll be honest, the game is sucking. The game hasn't been this bad since I've played it. It is completely unplayable right at this moment. It's having lots of issues. The lag is terrible. Kronos is low, keep kicking it down the road, Bird. Kronos is genitalia pit. Wesley says, what did Bird crash? I crashed a big ol' mining ship. Joseph says, not a cockpit, genitalia pit. Chief Cook says, Duke's a hazard. Yes, that is my ringtone. Ah, so finally he can jump again. He can jump again. Is that still you, Cinnabon? Is it a grinder? Is it a grinder? Don't you be grinding me. I will shoot you. Maybe get a little away from my ship and I'll come out. Back up a little. There you go. There we go. Now we can all be friends. Now we can all be friends. Okay. Thank you. I'll read some comments from out here. Joseph says, Wesley, did you expect something else? Actor says, it's a dangerous day to fly. Tons of lag. Wesley says, Joseph, no, just wondering. Kennewick says, Duke's a hazard. The one franchise that won't get rebooted. Lol. Wasn't there a reboot 15 years ago? Well, they made movies 15 years ago with Willie Nelson as Uncle Jesse. I was not a fan. Chief Cook says, who knows Sapient, all the female version of it. Mike Richards says, fall down, go boom. Fall down, go boo. Cinnabon, I left the ships on your ship. I left the ship. I guess he was talking to Anti-Tracker. Actor says, I heard you like ships, so I left ships inside your ship. And I assume he means Anti-Tracker's ship. I don't know what. Wesley says, I love how Bird is always confused. Actor is yelling, kill him! Kennewick says, grind them. Actor says, first fire, ask questions, never. Chief Cook says, Bird killer. Chief Cook, is that you, Wesley? Josh Street says, Bird, fire first, ask questions later. Wesley says, it's not me. Chief Cook says, lolling at Josh. Joseph says, can you give a friendly middle finger in the game? I wish. Shoot the son of a bitch, says Chief Cook. Kronos is lolling. Wesley says, you missed. It was a warning shot, Wes. Actor says, the immortal Cinnabon. Josh is lolling. Josh Street never got off the grind off the... Never, whoever that is, grind off the guns. Wesley says, lots of lag, need more, lag more. Actor says, no, someone skin changed into Cinnabon is one of those pesky Stark kids. Kennewick says, shoot, shoot, shoot. Chat wants blood. Caroga never shoots first unless we're provoked. Kennewick says, don't get carjacked, Bird. He can't fly it. He's not part of the faction. I mean, I guess he could use some admin trickery and fly it. Or he could grind it down and then re-weld it, and before I get to it, he could fly it. Cinnabon says, Bird of Prey, I left the chips on your ship. What chips? What's a chip? You left chips on the ship. I don't even know what the hell a chip is. You mean like computers? I don't see anything on the ship. Am I missing something? Oh, right there. I am missing something. What the hell is that? Zone chip? What the hell's a zone chip? Thank you. Thanks for the chips. What's a chip? Oh, is that the money? Is that the money in the game? We're using chips?
No fuel.
Thank you, Cinnabon. Joseph says my ringtone is Inventor, the disco song from Spock Super Chat. Kronos says, Bird of Prey, you should roll up the windows in this part of town. Canowick says, thanks for the inventory drop. Don't know what the actual song is. Thanks for the inventor drop, says Canowick. Don't know what was an actual song. That song is always on my mind, just like Anti-Tracker. Chief Cook is again telling me to kill him. Joseph says, Kennewick, use Soundhound to find out what the song is. Chief Cook is going, Con! Wesley says, what song? Actor says, what's a chip? Wesley says, is the Space Bucks? And Cinnabon says, on the front gun. Actor says, why is chip? Joseph says, Wesley's Jin Ching Yang Inventor, the song from Spinning Spock Super Chat. Actor says, why not Gold Press Platinum? Wesley says, what's a zone chip? I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't know. Actor says, 5 bars or a gross of self-stealing stem bolts. Yes. Wesley says, thanks, Joseph. And Kronos says, how many chips for an alpaca? That is the question. Let's head on back. Oh, why are we falling over? Oh, the gyroscope's off. I forgot to put the gyroscope on. Son of a bitch. Hey, or the thrusters. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
No fuel.
No, why are we moving? Oh, and the dampeners are off. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think we took a little damage. That was not intentional. Surprisingly unintentional. Connection problem. Great. We're frozen. We're frozen. We're probably going to smash into the ground. Oh man, we're wildly swinging all over the place. This is I should just leave the ship here and cut our losses for the day. But where would the fun in that be? New Caroga. What is that? Anti-Trigger says, so while Bird is forgetting how to fly the ship, we just had our first battle. Victory for Turdistan? Who did you battle? I don't understand who he battled. Maybe the battle is what was causing the lag. Kronos is lolling. Street says Bird didn't even get off the ground before crashing. Yeah, that was kind of true. Wesley says, I will sell alpacas at my store. 500 gold platinum bars. Chief Cook is saying hi. Chief Cook is crying. Why are you crying, Chief Cook? Why are you crying? Wesley says hi to Chief Cook. Anti-Trigger had he had a fight with pirates. Please, I had a fight with pirates. Pirates aren't even worth considering. They're not even worth arguing. They're not. I wouldn't even bring up a fight with pirates. Pirates are like, useless. They're actually just free steel plates and other blocks. Actor says a hidden base. Oh, are they talking about a hidden base? I don't know. I wish there was a way to keep the chat up all the time. Like there's a Cinnabon. I was going to go independent with the economy mod. Can you send some my way once I do? You're gonna leave Caroga life with Matthew? Son of a bitch. And the trigger says not yet. Actor isn't a rogue ship that passed by. And Cinnabon says yes. Anti-Tractor says, Chris, let me know when your salvage operation is done. If you're going independent, just, are you keeping the bird of prey or what? I need to know. It affects my future plans. I mean, you're well within your rights to go independent. Caroga is not going to force you to stay or anything like that. We wish you luck. Obviously, even Caroga was born because Carogans have a fiercely independent streak in them. So it's totally understandable that you'd want to go independent. But I gotta know what the Carogan fleet is gonna look like. And we got a connection problem. It's frozen again. Shit! Okay, I thought we had crashed. I don't know. The camera is completely effed up. What's going on? Oh, I'm outside the ship. I don't know how I got outside the ship. I didn't hit F. I didn't hit F. Okay, This is basically suicide coming in for a landing.
No fuel. No fuel. No fuel.
Okay, we're turning on the auto lock.
No fuel. No fuel.
Good. Okay.
No.
Shutting off atmospheric, shutting off hydrogen, shutting off gyroscope. Should we just leave the gyroscope on? I mean, we do have solar panels. They do tend to keep. I think we should. We'll keep the gyroscopes on. I think their power use is minimal. Minimal at best. Yeah. So let's see. Live with Matthews is defeated. Not at all. I was just excited to set up a trading station. Thomas says, well, I'm floating in space away from everything. And the Trigger says, you don't have to go indie to do trading. We're setting up trade as well. Live with Matthews says, I can leave a faction without having all the stuff I made block me out. I don't know. And the Trigger says, what happened, Thomas? Cinnabon says, it goes with you unless you transfer ownership to Bird. And Thomas says, I was going to the debris field and went too fast. Well, what if he built like a turret in our base? Clearly that can't go with him, right? I mean, if he leaves the faction, that stuff has to transfer to... Good bot. Player Life with Matthew has left your faction? God damn it. Seriously? That was quick. That was quick. And I'm getting shot. And I go, what did the base shoot me? Did Life with Matthew's gun shoot me at my own base? What the hell is this? I can't even get back to Caroga. I can't even get back to Caroga because Life with Matthew built the medical base. Cinnabon says it will fire on you. A little late now, Cinnabon. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I got a Jaloja now. Okay, so here we are. The game is so messed up I can't even join the game back. The game killed me because Life with Matthew left the team. And so the gun shot me. The gun has probably already destroyed the SOB Van Buren, because that was a ship I made, and it's now parked on the roof of Caroga, which the roof, and I'll admit, most of Caroga was made by Life with Matthew, but not all of it. Oh, okay. What did we revert to 5 minutes ago? But now I've got no place to go. Now I've got no place to go. If Life with Matthew left Caroga, I don't know if it's even safe to go back to Caroga. What's going on? What's going on? Factions. Life with Matthew is as the Aussie NF. Oh, we're accepting Aussie. Life with Matthew is still listed. Life with Matthew says, I'm sorry. I know you didn't mean it, Life with Matthew. I know absolutely you didn't mean it. But it was funny. It was funny. So, do me a favor. Just stick in Caroga long enough for me or if you want to transfer ownership of all the grids in Caroga over to me, I assume that's what you'll want to do. That would make life easiest. And then I will totally accept a peace agreement once you leave, so you're welcome to come visit Caroga. You know. But, I guess that's what we got to do. I mean, it's kind of stupid that the game would let you turn your own guns on your former faction members if you leave the faction. Anti-Tracker says, Life with Matthew, thank you for the entertainment. No need to leave Caroga. Well, if he wants to leave, he's welcome to. I just don't want to get shot at my own damn base. which I freely admit he built most of. But it was for the glory of Caroga. I'm also concerned, you know what, I've got to go to Rockwood. You know what, I'm not even going to land here. We got to go to Rockwood because I should have respawned in Rockwood. Because Rockwood I built completely by myself. Well, Cinnabon added a few extra wind turbines, but otherwise I built Rockwood myself, and I built a survival thing there. So I should have respawned in Rockwood if I died and Caroga was no longer under my control. Now, if Rockwood is gone, I'm going to be really, really pissed. Because Rockwood, I spent, I might not look it, but I spent many, many hours learning the ropes in Rockwood. And nobody's told me they've attacked it. There was no warning. I mean, so by all accounts, Rockwood should remain. It is possible I turned off the survival kit. It is possible I turned off the survival kit so I didn't accidentally respawn there, but I don't think I did. I think I stopped doing that.
No fuel. No fuel.
Live with Master Bird of Prey. Okay, lost the connection. I came back. I was back in your faction. I don't think you're in the right game. I think you're just a little behind.
No.
I mean, I'm definitely in the right game. I mean, surely, I mean, all my GPS stuff is here. Rockwood is there. Caroga is there.
No fuel.
I mean, I don't have anywhere else where I built Rockwood. Let's see, can I see Rockwood? I can't see it, but I could be a little high up, so let's see.
Fuel.
We're turning off the inertial dampeners. Thomas is congratulating Life with Matthew for turning. Okay, oh, that's iron. That's the iron deposit. Where is actual Rockwood? I might not have it up. I might not have it up. No, I don't. I don't. Okay, let's undo that. In fact, let's take off a bunch of these because they're just not necessary. That's good. There we go. There we go. We're still a couple of kilometers out. Thomas says, yes, Bird, come to Rockwood. Okay, Rockwood still exists. I can see it.
No.
I can see it, so why is this? I will turn back on the survival. I will turn back on the survival. Why are we? It's like there's wind in the game or something. We're blowing away. Okay, coming on in. I don't remember building Rockwood so high up. I'll be honest. I thought I built it closer to the ground. And I thought it had a bigger landing pad now that I'm seeing it. But, we will.
Fuel.
We are falling into... We're falling. Okay. Okay. Let's... I know it's not the most interesting. We're turning on, before I forget, I'm turning on the auto-locking of the landing gear on the assumption that I will actually be able to make this landing, which I know you can't just press GHFLDKP and land. I know that much. Yeah, we're going to need to expand this landing pad. I will tell you that much.
No fuel.
So, okay, we have leveled out. Yes, leveled out. Perfect. Coming on in.
No fuel.
20, 19, 17. Let's aim out so it'll be easier when we take off. Okay, we're horizontal. Even though we don't look it, we have to trust our gauges.
No fuel.
And we're locked. We are locked. Although it looked like, I'll be honest, it looked like we tilted back some. Oh, we're actually pretty stable. Okay. Let's turn off the thrusters and we'll leave. We'll leave the gyroscopes on. Okay, well, this is Rockwood. It doesn't have all the fancy stuff that Caroga has, but it was mostly a one-man effort. I was learning how to use conveyors and things of that nature, and yeah, I will assume I shut off the terminal. My bad, although I still would have been pissed. Had I landed. And this is welcome to Rockwood. Rockwood is a personal project of Bird of Prey 5. If you see this, you have likely respawned here. Feel free to take some hydrogen and head back to New Caroga. A full bottle of H2 will get you there with 18% to spare. Actually, a lot more now with the speed mod. Please don't make any changes to Rockwood without talking to me, Bird of Prey 5 first. Thank you, and hail Caroga. We got our refinery and our assembler and our storage unit and our O2H2 generator and a cryopod and our unfinished stairs to our shipyard. They're still not done. So, yeah. Now, Rockwood is actually the town that's actually next to Caroga in real New York State geography. So that's why this is Rockwood. It has minimal defenses and is near... I thought there was ice nearby, but I don't see it anymore. It looked like there was ice on top of the mountain. Where are we? Anti-Trigger says, Bird, we accept your surrender. I think I read that. Bird will build a little room for you in Turdistan, said Thomas. Chief Cook is lolling. John DeMarcos is just in time for Jaloja. Lucky me. Chief Cook says, you son of a bitch. And the trigger says, rewind a few minutes, John. It's rewind a few minutes. It's worth it. Like with Matthew says, Bird of Prey will be transferring ownership of Bird of Prey to you. Thank you, Life with Matthew. Cinnabon says his own weapons are destroying the base. Oh my god. Chief Cook says, you guys are killing me. Life with Matthew. Also, lol, I left the faction, then turret. Someone else added Bird of Prey. Added the I left the faction, then the turret someone else added to the Bird of Prey immediately killed me. Ah, yes. Well, that's unfortunate. So we both died. Wesley says, what happened? Is Caroga dead? Live Matthew, I'm sorry. Joseph says this is how dictators end, killing their own people. He wasn't my people when it killed him, and neither was he. I wasn't his. Josh says Caroga's under new management. Actor says sad end for Caroga. Actor says old Caroga, I mean. Live with Matches Bird of Prey. Okay, I lost connection when I came back in. I was in your faction. I read that. Cinnabon says the game didn't save. You can go back. Excellent. Actor says divorces are messy. Live with Matthew says I guess I'll just stay in Caroga then. Lol. Actor says for sure it won't took it. But sure you take hours and hours to make, we comprehend. Sure won't look it, but it took hours. Mike Richards says Rockwood, the best little town in Caroga, where the people all dance and sing. Mystique LeBou says how many deaths has Bird caused today? None. In fact, I got killed, but then the game reset, so I was alive again. Agnes says not even his own. Disappointing day. But I crashed a ship and almost crashed a second. I think I'm crashing the entire server, to be completely honest. Cronus says Mystique, if death by deaths you mean ships, many. Actor says only his ship died. Mystique says damn. Damn! Canoix says low, we call those stairs Turdistani stairs where I come from. Epic says I need to find this Rockwood. Joseph says Mystique, only one death, his own, and then the game crashed, so technically he didn't die at all. Yay, game crash. Mystique is, I don't know if that's a funny face or a rolling eyes. Joseph says the game reset itself 5 minutes before death occurred. Cheating, says Thomas. Yeah, that was suspicious. I'm guessing a administrator realized what happened and quickly reset the game if at all possible, and if they didn't do that, then we were just goddamn lucky because we would have had to do something, because that would have not been right or fair. Anti-Trigger suspicious, it was a straight up cheat. It's not a cheat, Anti-Trigger. It was completely unintended consequences. I've been very lenient. I mean, I haven't ever asked for a server reset for any of the weird stuff that's happened. Because, listen, I don't ever want to hurt somebody else who'd been working on the game for hours. And I completely understand. And I get it. But hey, this wasn't even 5 minutes. This was 2 minutes. And it would have been an epic disaster for both Caroga and Life with Matthew. And now it was just something we can laugh about. So it wasn't a cheat. Cinnabon says, I think Bird's base turning against itself might have crashed the server. I mean, it would have, because there would have been guns shooting at other guns. The guns on the ship shooting at, there's guns on other ships that would have shot at things in the space. There were things that would have been shooting at Life with Matthew. So, Life with Matthew would have been such a mess. Did today's update come with some graphics update? Space seems prettier. Anti-Trigger says yes. Life with Matthew says nice. Anti-Trigger says major overhaul. Thomas says they did a mod yesterday. That's why the space looks different. Yes. For some reason, the speed mod made space look different. I don't know why. People say it's better. I just say it's different. Well, guys, it's 5:30. I should have ended this a half hour ago. Thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out. I'm gonna head into the cryo chamber here in Rockwood, and maybe tonight the game will be working a little better. Anti-Trekker will be at Anti-Trekker stream, which is usually between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Eastern, but he can tell you better. And yeah, that's about it. I got physical therapy starting real soon. So let's see. I'm not leaving the game. Let's see if Anti-Trekker's Stream Deck works. Does it queue up the ending? I wonder if I'll even know if it does or not. I guess I'll know if I see it in 30 seconds. Qapla all. Take care. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember
It worked!
to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.